Guys, Tony here. Today I'm going to review a sleeping pad. It is a Klymit Static V, spelled Klymit. Now this sleeping pad I've had for about a year and a half and had no issues with it so far, and I love it. It's made of 75 denier polyester, which is pretty strong. I've never had to worry about puncturing it or anything, even stepping on it and having it on some slightly rocky terrain. It is a rectangular pad, and so it's pretty wide throughout the whole pad. It's only got an R value of 1.3, which is pretty low, making it a 3-season sleeper, but I mean, I've used it in the winter and felt some cold coming through, but nothing terrible into the 20s, just a little cold. And there is a small repair kit that comes with it, which I'll show you later. And it's also only 18 ounces, which, I mean, I say only, it's not the heaviest, not the lightest, but for the price and compactability, I think that's a reasonable weight. And the dimensions are 72 inches long by 23 inches wide by 2.5 inches high. So 2.5 inches isn't very much as far as air pads go, but I've never really had issues touching the ground much unless I was moving around and my hip or shoulder hit for like a second. But then after I stabilize myself, I don't feel the ground at all. It is very comfortable to sleep on. I love sleeping on it. I would at home if I could, but the bed's a little better option, I guess. But if I needed to here, I'd feel fine doing it. So, first of all, I guess, in the sack that it comes with, which is this green guy here, it comes with a pull cord that you could close tight. This thing is about the size of a Nalgene bottle, and it's very packable. I love it for that reason, and I'll deal with a slightly extra weight rather than going with a big pad that folds up. So, opening this, I'll show you the repair kit first. So it comes with this little repair kit here, and the repair kit has some of the fabric and a small bottle of adhesive. So if anything ever happens, that's good to know that's here. Also, I'm sure that'd work on your tent or whatever. I often forget it's there. I've never had to use it yet. So let's get to the sleeping pad then. So, unrolling it, it's very flat right now. Because it is an air pad, it's very flat. It's like 3 sheets of paper thin right now, basically. The valve is right here, and sorry that it's so dirty. I've used it quite a bit on dirty trips too, so it's more vibrant than this usually. But anyway, so here's the valve. Get a little closer. So this valve is what a lot of people complain about. Apparently some of the pads don't hold air well and the valve seems to leak. I've never had that issue. I can leave it inflated for 2-3 days and only have to put maybe like 5 puffs of air in it at most, but I've never had an issue with it. So it's a simple mechanism. You pull and then twist to the left to open it, and then you push down. Okay, I'll show that a little better. So you just pull and twist to the left. Mine's already in the open position, so it won't twist anymore. To close it, you just push down, and then it twists to the right, and it's closed. So, closed, open, closed, open. So I'm going to put my phone in a better spot to view this. I'm going to blow it up and lay on it and show you guys how it is. So just a sec. And I have a sprained ankle, so might be a little slow sometimes. And sorry about the glare. Might be a little bit. So this pad takes about 15 to 20 breaths to blow up, and I'll do that right now. Well, only took 12, so 11 or 12, so yeah. Sometimes if you're out of breath, it'll take a little more, obviously, but this is the pad blown up. As you can see, obviously it got thicker than paper thin. But all these little grooves are nice. They feel really good to sleep on. And now I'll lay on it and show you guys how it looks. Go from both sides. I'll start this way first and then put the other end by the camera. But my whole body fits on it. And it's very comfortable. I don't think I'll fall off. I mean, I can sleep with my arms off, so I'm fine with that. Some people like their arms on something, but it's going to be hard to find a pad that accommodates a wide shoulder like I have, so I'm fine with this. On my side, it's still real comfy. Like I said, I can't even touch the ground right now unless I'm like moving around and putting some hard pressure on my hip. But even then, I barely feel it. So if you're a side sleeper, this is good for you too. As long as you're probably under 200 pounds. I'm 185. Like I said, I'm 185, 5'11", so 185 pounds, 5'11". So for me, I can't touch the ground on my side here. I think you could get up to 200 pounds. And this is the regular size. There is a long, I believe, and this, I think this will fit up to about 6'1", 6'2", because I'm 5'11", and I still have a couple inches on each end. So, show you guys this side, this view. So, as you can see, it fits my whole body pretty well, and I love it. So, I'll keep this up here for this part. Now I'm going to deflate it. There's a specific way to deflate it and roll it up to get it back in that small package over there. I'll show you how that's done now. A lot of people don't like that part, but if you just do it right, it's easy. Doesn't take much time. So, first step is just to pull up on this tab, or twist it to the right, and then pull up on it. And then I usually like to do this first. Just to get all the air out, I like to just roll the whole thing up from the end where the feet sit, pushing out all the air as I'm going. And then I like to unroll it again. There will be some residual air in it as you're rolling it up to get it in the pack, but that'll come out, obviously. So from this position, you need to get it into thirds. So just fold that side over to the center, and then take the other side and do the same thing. And now you roll it up again. And there will be some residual air that builds up eventually. Just keep it in line. Keep both sides even as much as possible so it fits back in to the bag well. So every so often the residual air will push it off center. And you just kind of take it and push it back centered, just so that like one side doesn't start sticking out real far, like when you roll up a carpet. You don't want that effect. But it's pretty easy to do. After you do it once or twice, you'll get the hang of it. But it's important to get it into thirds first. That is the main thing. Doesn't matter if the valves close or open when you put it away. And you just put it back into the sack. Voila, there you got it. So that was my review of the the Klymit Static V sleeping pad. It's a great pad, I love it. It's relatively cheap for how good it is. It's very durable. I've had it 1.5 years and it's still in really good shape. So I definitely recommend this sleeping pad for anybody, especially a beginner. It's a great beginner sleeping pad. Very comfortable. And I think that's all. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.